Caterpillar is known as the king of heavy machinery. Their bulldozers move mountains. Their engines run for decades. Their yellow machines are trusted on the world's most dangerous work sites. But what if I told you? That is behind the yellow paint lies a history of deadly defects, hidden lawsuits, and scandals worth billions of dollars. Stories Caterpillar never wanted the public to see. This is the dark side of Caterpillar. For nearly a century, Caterpillar has been building the machines that shaped the modern world. Highways, dams, skyscrapers, open-pit mines. Entire cities were carved out of rock and soil by Caterpillar bulldozers. From the legendary D9 bulldozer used in war zones to the monstrous D11, capable of pushing more than 100 tons of earth at once, Caterpillar became a symbol of power, reliability, and industrial dominance. For decades, contractors believed in one simple rule: if it's yellow, it won't break. Governments trusted Caterpillar with billion-dollar infrastructure projects. Mining companies trusted Caterpillar machines with human lives. Operators trusted their bulldozers more than their own safety equipment. But no empire is built without mistakes, and no brand becomes this powerful without controversy. Slowly, quietly, cracks began to appear. Not just in steel, but in Caterpillar's reputation. The first warning signs didn't come from headlines. They came from broken engines in the middle of nowhere. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, Caterpillar introduced a new generation of high-performance diesel engines. They were designed to be cleaner, more powerful, and compliant with new environmental laws. On paper, these engines were a masterpiece. In reality, they became a nightmare. Operators in mining sites, oil fields, and heavy construction projects started reporting the same problems: cracked engine blocks, severe overheating under normal workloads, sudden power loss without warning. At first, Caterpillar blamed improper maintenance, then they blamed extreme working conditions. Then they blamed operator error. But the failures kept happening. In one mining operation, a haul truck lost power on a slope. The brakes failed. The machine rolled backwards. The operator had seconds to escape. In another case, a bulldozer shut down in the middle of a steep cut. It slid downhill, crushing equipment behind it. Lawsuits followed. Contractors accused Caterpillar of selling engines. They already knew they were defective. Internal documents later suggested engineers had warned management about design weaknesses long before the public was told. Caterpillar quietly redesigned later engine models. Software updates were issued. Parts were reinforced. Failures slowly decreased. But for many workers and families, the damage was already done. And this was only the beginning. The next scandal was killing people for decades. Silently. For much of the 20th century, asbestos was considered a miracle material. Heat-resistant, cheap, extremely durable. Like many industrial companies, Caterpillar used asbestos in engine insulation, brakes, gaskets, and factory equipment. Workers handled it daily. They inhaled the dust. They took it home on their clothes. For decades, nobody told them the truth. Years later, former Caterpillar workers started getting sick: mesothelioma, lung cancer, severe respiratory diseases. Doctors began connecting the dots. Families started asking questions. Why weren't workers warned? Why wasn't protective equipment provided? Why did Caterpillar keep using asbestos long after the risks were known? Thousands of lawsuits were filed. Some families won settlements, others lost loved ones before seeing justice. Caterpillar eventually phased out asbestos. They created compensation funds. They changed safety standards, but for many families, the consequences lasted a lifetime. Then came a scandal so big, even the FBI stepped in. In March 2017, federal agents stormed Caterpillar's headquarters in Illinois. The unthinkable had happened. The FBI was investigating one of America's most respected companies. U.S. authorities accused Caterpillar of hiding billions of dollars in profits offshore to avoid paying American taxes. At the center of the case was a Swiss subsidiary. This division sells spare parts to other Caterpillar branches at inflated prices. The result? Low profits were reported in the United States. Massive profits hidden overseas. According to prosecutors, this scheme cost the U.S. government billions in unpaid taxes. Caterpillar denied wrongdoing. They claimed the structure was legal. They claimed it followed international tax laws. But leaked documents told a different story. Emails suggested executives knew the system existed purely to reduce tax payments. The investigation dragged on for years. Caterpillar avoided criminal charges, but they paid massive settlements. And their reputation took a brutal hit. While executives fought lawyers, the operators were fighting their machines. Over the years, Caterpillar issued multiple safety recalls. The most terrifying defects? Brake system failures? Some bulldozers and loaders wouldn't stop. Operators reported machines rolling downhill uncontrollably. In one documented incident, a wheel loader crashed into a worksite trailer. In another, a bulldozer nearly crushed a group of workers during a night shift. Internal safety memos later revealed Caterpillar knew about brake issues months before issuing recalls. Why the delay? Because a global recall would cost millions, and stopping production would cost even more. Eventually, Caterpillar acted. Recall programs were launched. Brake systems were redesigned. Safety software was updated. The fixes worked. But trust. It is harder to repair than steel, and even their most legendary machines weren't immune. The Caterpillar D11 is a legend. One of the biggest bulldozers ever built. A machine that became a symbol of unstoppable power. But even legends have flaws. Operators began reporting serious problems. Overheating transmissions, cracked frames, electrical failures, emissions-related power loss, downtime increased, repair costs exploded. On the D10 series, similar issues appeared. Some contractors had machines sitting in workshops longer than on job sites. Online forums are filled with complaints. Some longtime Caterpillar customers switched brands entirely. Caterpillar fixed many of these issues in later models. But the myth of the unbreakable bulldozer was gone forever. Caterpillar is still one of the greatest machinery brands in history. They build incredible machines. They employ thousands of skilled engineers. They continue to dominate the heavy equipment world. But these scandals reveal a deeper truth. No company is perfect. No machine is indestructible. And no empire survives forever without accountability. The real danger isn't failure itself. It's hiding it. If you want more hidden stories from the world of heavy machinery, subscribe to Machine Masters 79 and comment below. Which brand should I expose next?